ones that
I got it going.
do that. Is this the middle one that I didn't see? Is that- Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome, Brian.
Hey, thank you, sir. What, well, yeah, you're right. I shouldn't be able to say
I already got one, I don't need.
Take your hat off. You're taking pictures.
Yeah, that one.
Totally perfect, but I gotta go grab something. I think we'll go ahead and get started. Okay. Sure, go ahead. I'm gonna call this meeting to order. This is a regular meeting of the Stuart Municipal Utilities.
Make an announcement.
Okay,
We start.
all right.
Welcome to Brian as our new utility board member. Sean has nicely and graciously accepted to be our chairman of the board. Unless anybody has any position, so Sean will be our chairman, and he's our godfather here for all of us. He raised me here when I came, so I have to give him the recognition that he's really my godfather here in the town. Used to go to him really when I need advice.
We've been around for a while.
Yes, yeah. So we'll go ahead
Yeah,
and
right.
start. Go ahead.
So call the meeting to order and call the roll. Kim? Kim?
Here.
Brian?
Yep.
I'm here. Shirley?
Here.
And Craig is not here. Okay. First item on the agenda is agenda approval. Approval of the consent agenda, minutes of the regular meeting of 12/9/21, financial statement as of 12/31/21, and the bills as presented.
I'll make a motion.
I have a couple questions, Kim, before we go ahead.
Okay,
Pat, what's this,
Which one?
Ash and Mike, you probably, this replacement software upgrade? What was that for?
Yeah, that's
Um, Pat could probably explain that better, the GE Grid Solutions.
That is for our, to run our generators on the south side.
Okay, I thought that's right.
It's the software, we're just updating it
Okay.
because it's 20-some years old.
In the well repairs, what wells did we?
Now, Ben can probably answer that one.
Yeah, that was that soft starter.
Oh,
We had that well pump go bad and we thought it was just a bad pump. As soon as we got that done, we realized the starter was going bad. That's what caused the first pump to fail. So,
was that on the Redfield wells? Okay. And the interest in principal due to United, to UMB Bank.
That's just the standard
Okay,
bond issue that we have.
okay.
This is the time of the year when we take most of it.
Okay, Kim made a motion. Do I hear a second? Seconded by Shirley. Any further discussion? If not, we'll proceed to vote. Kim?
aye,
Brian?
Yes.
I vote aye. Shirley?
Aye.
Okay. Next item is the 2021 CDBG approval. This is for the water tower project, is that right?
Yeah, we got approved the grant of
Okay,
Was this on the council agenda Monday? Is this the same thing?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
The same thing.
So this is in addition to what was received before? I thought there was some sort of grant.
Yeah, this
6
is
to 12 months. But it's 6 to 12 months before that, there's some months on the council agenda.
For the council, we're probably line, so the council needs to.
Okay, so
Move it to the sequel.
is it 400?
500.
500, okay, it's the same one. Good.
Yes. Okay, any further discussion? If not, we'll proceed to vote. Brian?
Yes.
I vote aye. Shirley?
Aye.
And Kim? The second part of that is this is a request from, we got the letter in our packet from,
The engineer for the project we have.
Jeff Godwin.
Kind of summarize it a little bit to you. In our agreement with them, is when we receive the finance, the project, along the issue of the claim and all this stuff. Somehow, a delay with receiving the bond issue that Chip is helping us with, because of some people work needs to be done by the utility activity and all this stuff. So there is a delay, not on our own, it's just because it is what it is. We had some kind of a month or 2 months ago, they came and said, well, can you pay us some? And we said, well, we're just gonna wait until we get them finance. Chip said within a month or two, we'll be able to proceed with the finance. Engineers coming back and say, just give us portion. So it's catch-22.
So we'll pay ourselves back once that comes through anyway, so it's not,
Yeah, you'll get reimbursed if you pay.
right.
Do you have to pay him? No. So you kind of have both ways of looking at it. We will be reimbursed.
Who's holding them up?
Nobody,
No, no,
who's holding the check?
Who's holding the funding? I don't understand.
The lawyer has to give some opinion on something.
Well, we were having trouble getting a hold of our lawyer.
So we switch.
So we switched lawyers, so
Yeah,
that may have
another
had
lawyer.
something to do with
So can you give this guy the lawyer's phone number? And if he wants paid, then he'll call them and.
I'm sure we can go that route.
I don't know.
You can do both ways.
it. Well, I think Jeff's been working with the lawyer.
Yeah, they all work in the, it's just an inconvenient thing that nobody to blame, except just there's a delay of the process. If you wanna raise it now, we can, yeah, I'm not gonna say you can't. You wanna wait until we get the finance, the project finance, you can.
Isn't that, does the financing include the fees for the
Oh, yeah,
engineering, right? So no different than a city project. So to me,
give him some.
no, I just sit on it. If Chip is firm that it'll get done in a month or two, then I don't know why we would. If the project's not gonna move forward until we get the funding, then I don't know, that's just my.
It's probably because they started this process way before we
Jeff's
found out
been,
about our finding. He was been working on it a
so the work on it already, so.
That's why we're here to talk about it. It's something.
So you switched attorneys?
We switch it.
Switched attorneys?
Yeah. We have one working
So
now,
does,
getting the things over.
does he have like a time frame when he'll be done or?
He's basically got everything completed for us. So it's kind of in the city's hands as well to vacate that street and everything. But we are getting.
We gotta go through that entire process, or you guys do, right? So that's a 90-day window. That's not. a month
Yeah,
or two.
so you can see both ways. It's good.
Well, I'm just trying to understand, that's all.
Yeah, no, you
The
doing
guy,
good.
the guy's done a bunch of work, and so he's wanting paid, but he's gotta go through all the.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
So. There's
I
no-
guess if we agree to do this, I don't think we should do it on a partial basis. I think we should do it all. I think it would be a lot simpler and a lot cleaner if we just did the whole 40,000. Because,
months and months and
Right,
months. I mean,
right.
we started this way before.
and Jeff's Jeff's been very helpful with this project. I think Pat would agree with that too. So I think if we can, he's helped us a lot. I think if this will help, then we can do that. So,
They've done $40,000 of work.
They've actually been helping us for like 3 years now.
Yeah,
On
it's-
the-
it's
I don't
really
think we
long.
paid them.
Yeah, they've really done a good job with it, so. It's good. So do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, it's been moved by Shirley. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, any further discussion? If not, we'll proceed to vote. I vote aye. Shirley,
Aye.
Kim,
Aye.
and Brian.
Yes.
All ayes.
Okay, how much we have here?
40,000.
47. 47. We
Okay,
owe them more than that, but just give them.
right.
That's concerning. No, it's just been going on, you just said 3 years?
Yeah.
It's this USDA funding that we're getting is awesome because it's extremely low interest, but the USDA puts you through a ridiculous amount of hoops that we would normally not have to go through.
The amount of paperwork those guys have had to do is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there have been some missteps with Snyder and misunderstandings between what we think the USDA needed. So there's a lot of reasons I think why it's taken this long, but it has taken long.
We still, the city has to go through the same vacation even though it's a municipality.
Yeah, because it's city's name, see what I mean?
Okay.
And the utilities paid for everything, just city's name, so the city has to be kind of in the picture.
It's the same thing with the boondoggle wind turbine.
Yeah.
Everything had to be signed by the city before we could do that, so.
So, it's like what Ben said, it just, people woke up somehow, we didn't get the information from the lawyers, so had to wait, and it just working with the government, it delays sometimes.
Okay, next item is city administrator report.
Okay, our monthly report is called by the first page, which is a financial statement. You will see the money, the cash we have in the hand is 5.5. Yes. 5.5. We go to page 2. Show you year to date from July 1st until the end of December, where we at. The difference between the beginning balance, July 1st to the end of December, we have managed to make 417,000, but that deceiving number because we still have bond issues today and all that stuff. So that stuff will be coming to a point that a lot of today are the bond issues and all that stuff. Page 3 shows where's the budget, where we at with the budget. Our budget is 4.1 million. So far we spent 1.3, we still have 2.7 million in the budget. So we're doing good on the budget. Page 4 show you what we do in just 3 months of December. The difference between the beginning balance and the ending balance. Balance shows a positive number of 83,000. Next page is a breakdown of the budget: sales tax, water, electric, insufficient fund, customer deposit. That's really
Sorry, back on page 3, if I can ask.
sure.
Your expenses are 1.4, budget's 4.1, so 0.7, but you say you've got bond proceeds in there as well.
Well, it gets you really badly at the time, because we pay on March 9, 3 and 9, so you really feel like, oh, you're at the top of the world, and then boom.
But there's other proceeds coming out.
That's very much what, it changed the whole budget with the Turkey. When you get to the bond, you see it, it's hot. So you go to our lovely reports, a delinquent account, it is just for the, with the board of trustee, and that's why I call it board of trustee. You see 3 on that delinquent account, without saying name, there's a check mark on the right and left with those names. So in page 1, you will see 2. In page 2, you will see 1 with the check mark, without saying name, and that take you to page 5 to end that report. On the next report called Lincoln account paid in full, there is one will be shown on page 4. Paid us just by the check. And that takes you all the way to the end of the report, which is page 8. After that, you'll see a report called payment agreement. We added 11 people without saying names on the payment agreement, but you see the check. Next report is paid in full payment agreement. Have to be showing on page 2 with a check mark. So we only had one, it's shown on page 2. And that take you all the way to the end of the report on page 6. The report after that is the budget billing. We added one person to the budget billing. The next report is the deceased or bankrupt, no change to it. Last report shows you how much we collected from the offset program so far, throughout the years. So that should take care of that.
Thanks, Ash. Mike?
Thank you.
Let's get it. Yeah.
Next item is public forum. Pat, do you have anything?
I really don't.
Yeah, yes.
I would like to ask, is there some way the utility can expand its electric territory?
No.
Unless we annex more land.
No,
No?
can't even do it
Can we
then.
do that?
Those are,
They're set in stone.
they are set in stone. I mean, you can't even dynamite those things up.
Because
There have been-
utilities all the way around.
You can go ahead and try that, Matt, but the lawyers I've talked to, the lawyers that we've had here, and other lawyers I've talked to have said they've sued the Iowa Utility Board, and they will not touch that electric boundary. They just absolutely will not.
It's a hot topic. Yes. And it's
How
gonna have something
how
like,
does water expand? Like
Oh, water expands with the city limits.
I mean, like Rose Acres that's a big customer for.
That's right.
So how did that ever happen?
Well, we have an agreement that basically says, because we were here first before Xenia was even offering anything in this area. So we had a deal where we said, I can't remember, it's a 7 or 8 mile radius, or we said, we have dibs on this. If we don't want it, you can have it. So like, for instance, if a customer out in the country who's not gonna use much water, it just isn't feasible for us to run out to them, so
Sure.
we let Xenia have that one. But like Rose Acres, we wanted that, so
Sure.
we built a dedicated line for them. And then we have customers. So if anyone builds right along that line, we will take them. But if they're anywhere else that we don't have the infrastructure, we let.
Is the stuff we provide for Rose Acres and for Dudley, is that potable water?
Yes.
Okay. So but do we use like the water from the Redfield wells or anything for that?
There's no way to separate that out.
Okay,
So,
okay.
like when we're running the wells, yeah, they get that water, but to have a dedicated line for them.
Okay.
We kind of looked into that at one point. It's just.
Yeah, I think we did. I think but the electric boundaries are set in stone.
So we can expand our water?
We can expand the water, but we can't expand our electric area.
So the city grows the utility cans in electric.
That's what got us in trouble with the, Ryan, you'll remember when, it's what got us in trouble with the addition out here, the one.
One
Yeah.
addition
Yeah.
as somebody
They-
else's.
Everybody went forward with this, and when it came time to hook up the electric, the REC came in and said, no, that's not your territory. So all that out there in the Lombold edition, the first and second, is all REC. The same with the school. If we had been able to move the footprint of the school to the other side of Eric's Drive, or what was then Eric's Drive, because that's the boundary.
So it doesn't go if the city annexes land or expands.
The electric boundary does not go there. That is set in stone. We even tried to, with the school, we tried to do a switch with REC, them to take some of our electric boundary, and they would let us have this. And we ain't gonna do that. So it's just, you can try if you want, man, but the Iowa Utility Board is not gonna let you do that.
Yeah, and like I said, it's hot.
Good question.
Bad. Anything else?
You can adjourn.
There's nothing else? You'll adjourn the meeting?
You don't know, I did.
Good meeting. Good.